Guys, what's going on? Can everybody hear me? Big Shady, Wombat.
I'm kidding. I had my disguise on. I was trying to be I was trying to up my let's see if I go low. Let's see, how do I get it low? Does this make me sound more mature? Mayor Saul, what is up? Channel member, good to see you. Craig Chan, what is up, brother? Marco, what is happening? Paul Mills, my napping buddy from across the pond, across the states. Channel member, what's up? Spencer, Coperlight Steve, Wombat Coperlight, channel member, howdy, my friend. Marco, what is up? What is up? Cap Addict, good to see you, man. Colby, what is happening, channel member? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, tonight's kind of a low-key. Spencer, I think I said hey, but hey again, man. Chris229, channel member, good to see you, brother. Angelo, channel member, good to see you, man. Good to see all you guys. Tonight I was figuring, I wasn't sure if Lefty was going live with Texas Blade Show, so I reached out to him, and when he wasn't, instead of just really nothing happening, I figured I'd jump on here for a little while. We could hang out, just see what's up. Acid Test Kids, channel member, what is up? And just kind of hang out, right? See what's happening, talk about some knives, maybe have a guest or two drop by. We'll have a guest dropping by tomorrow night, which ought to be pretty cool. Some cool J Cals that have been coming up, and a couple of new designs. I don't know if he's going to show those. But yeah, so it'll be a good night. He'll stop by for a little bit, and maybe I can convince Dark Gravity to step out and join us, depending on what the weather is. He sits outside and hangs. I don't blame him. But so how is it everybody doing on this Friday Eve, Thursday night? Everybody having a good night? Mind a Milton channel member, what is up, brother? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. And guys, I'm going to try to get y'all to give me a little bit of feedback, because what I was thinking is for this Friday night's member giveaway, I don't know if y'all saw the video, but I thought since about 90% of the members are leaving comments that maybe we just do a random generated number from the member list that I pull Friday night, like when Friday Night Flick starts. I want to see what you guys thought about that, because it's really all about you guys. What is going on? Nothing. Listens to Eric. I'm sure people listen to you, brother. If not, just talk louder with more wisdom. Throw it at them. Joseph S., what is happening? Snowtrod, channel member. Good evening, my friend. Good to see you, buddy. I was saying just earlier, we're having a kind of a little impromptu Lefty Live. We can talk about him since he's not here. He's at Blade Show, Texas. Getting ready for that to kick off. It might have kicked off today. I don't know if it kicked off today or if today was just move in. But yeah, guys, one thing I can always urge, and I didn't go to my first Blade Show until 2022, which was 2 years ago. And then last year I went both times in Atlanta. And also in 2022 and 2023, I went to Nashville, because that's about 2 hours north of me, for their little, it was the New York Custom Knife Show during the C word, but then it became the Nashville Custom Knife Show because so many people went. But I urge you guys, if you ever get a chance, even if it seems like a pain, you don't have to have cash to go. When I went in 2023 to Blade Show, I did not buy one knife. I went there just simply to hang with people. And that's what makes it fun. Knife Nut 69, what is up? I don't even drink, and I would hang out in the pit until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And you just run into people. You know, you meet people, learn their real names, and then you look at a lot of cool knives. What I liked about it was I was able to handle so much stuff in one spot that I normally wouldn't have even had a chance to experience without jumping on it or having somebody send it to me to check it out. And I really hate having people's knives in and having to ship them just because there's always a risk when you ship a knife, right? Speaking of, these scales that came in that I ordered, you can't really see the color, but they are kind of jungle carbon fiber. And I ordered these from Null Knives in early January. They had a set, and that set got lost in New York at one of the distribution centers. And so their customer service is great. Sent out another set, and these got stuck and hung up for about 3 weeks. And they finally got them released, and they ended up here today. And they're not that far from me. And I've never had an issue because I've ordered knives from them. But yeah, the post office is just kind of a crapshoot. You never really know. Knock on wood, I've been very lucky. But then people like our buddy Lefty, thank you, Chris, member for 2 months, Chris229, channel member. Like I said, guys, on this week's video, you probably will not have to comment because, like I said, I think I'll just pull. We don't have that many. All of our channel members, I'll do like a generator. I'll do it on screen. Y'all can watch it if you're not there Friday night, but I will find you if you win. So basically, I'll reach out. I'll go to your YouTube page, see if I can find you that way. If I can't, I'll just put a community post out. And then if you guys go back and watch the live, if you're not able to be there, it should be all, just scroll to the end. What's up, Pedro? Yeah, I've got my thing so big, I was trying to figure out, this is such a wonky deal because I can go like this, and that sucks. So that's a no-go. And then I can go like that, and then the knives are tiny, which may work better, but I don't know what y'all are looking at it on. If you're looking at it on a phone, you probably can't see it. So I figured I'd just split the difference. That way if y'all want to see something. And I've got more stuff. I've just got Joe Isabella's Be-Up art. I've got my County Com. I don't know if I've shown y'all this. This is something I ordered from County Com. It was about $40, and it's totally stupid. Nothing I'd ever need, but something I wanted. It is a titanium encased, or a titanium encasement with a sapphire magnifying glass. So this is like a fire starter magnifying glass. It's great for looking at serial numbers on knives, and it's got this little glow fob thing that you can tuck it away in and throw it in your pack. It also comes with an orange one. And then I've got a couple of these fidget boys. I never really got into the fidget phase because they were as expensive as a knife. But then I found this fidget boy company through Lefty, and I think he's in North Carolina, and he's an engineer, and he makes these out of 3D plastic, but he uses magnets that are really the right strength for what you want in a fidget slider, and they're like $30. So I've kind of gotten in a little bit of a rabbit hole with his fidgets because they're all a little bit different. They're designed to have different tactile type feels, and they're a lot lighter than titanium, stainless, brass, or some shit like that. But then the best are Joe Isabella's little pieces he sent me. It's a choo-choo with Be Up and a heart finished on the back. And this one here is a Be Up with little happy slime people coming out of a log on the back. And then I've got another Be Up over there. So yeah, that's why I've got my I guess you'd call it visual aids. It seems like when people go live, they either, let's see how I can do that. They'll either do this and just talk with their hands, right? The way Zach used to do it. I don't know what y'all would rather see. Dean Griffin, channel member, what is up? Let me go down through here. Ginger Fisher 75, welcome, my friend. Glad you could stop by, buddy. Leland Phil, what is up, brother? See who else we got. Brett Ingram, channel member in here. Good to see you, Brett. Dean Griffin, I think I said hey to you, but if not, hey again, channel member. Fuchs Doodle, what is up? Fook Doozle. I always want to say Fuchs Doozle. The Fook, but Fook Doozle. Channel member, welcome, buddy. Good to see you. Brother Minded Milton, always good to see you, my friend. Joe Isabella, the man of the hour, of the week, of the month. Brother B up, good to see you, man. Angelo. The whole time the chat, people come right over the giveaway and then leave. I agree, dude. Like I say, I've never thought much about it, and we'll talk about it here in a second. JB for EDC, what is up, brother? Good to see you, man. Thumbs up if you want a link. Hero Velocity, good to see you, my buddy. Who else we got in here? I don't want to get too far behind, because what I want to talk about is chicken fried steak. What is up? Howdy, howdy. I've never thought Stephen Clayton Jr., channel member, what is up? I've never thought much about giveaways. I'd always wanted to do giveaways. Space Ghost, you're back. Good to see you, man. He was one of the first here. But I've always just done it because I buy knives, and then I have every now and then Boss Steed will send me a knife or two, and I always review those and then try to give those away. But 95% of the knives that I give away are knives from my collection, right? So I always want to make sure, A, that it's people in the community that I've kind of known, or like if I was sitting down with you at a show, I'd hand you a knife, right? If we were just talking, because we all see each other in different lives, and there's a community that's growing, which is awesome. And it's just one of those things that I like to do. But then I've been noticing from people that I respect that literally inspired me to even think about starting a channel, like Big Red and Zach. And Zach joined us on Pocket Metal, and just some different thoughts about giveaways, and maybe that it's not the best thing in terms of, I don't think most people that are in the community come for giveaways, and I think maybe the people that are coming for giveaways are, I don't know, I won't make giveaways a thing. This Friday night, tomorrow night, I'm going to give away the cherry bomb. Let me make myself part of this game here. Let's do this. Boom. So this little Finch cherry bomb, and all I'm trying to decide is, I think this week I'm going to pull the members from the list of members and do a random pick live for them, and then I'll have something for just subscribers in the chat, but I won't promote it. It's not something that I look to do. I don't know if any of y'all saw the video I did on why I don't do milestone giveaways, or why I don't do. Everybody does channels differently, and that's absolutely perfect. Everybody's way is their way, and that's all that matters. Just my way, I've kind of always, since I did my first live, had a giveaway knife, because I always used to like that, Michael Morgan Mimo, what is up, buddy? Humphrey Chimpton, what is happening, channel member? Good to see you both. But so yeah, I want to definitely do giveaways. I just want to make them fair, and I want to make them for people that I know. And I do not. What is up, channel member? Homer Felipe, howdy, channel member. And I don't want to leave people out, but at the same time, I don't want people sniping that just come in for the giveaways. And I know there are going to be new people coming. What I would ideally like, and I know most people don't go to live streams, I would like people to come into the chat as they find the channel for a live stream and just chat to meet somebody. They might already know people in here, or just, and I know a lot of people don't like to chat. Probably the majority don't like to chat. They just like to hang out. And I'm like that sometimes. So I get it. But I'm just trying to find a way to make it fair, where it doesn't bring any, what's the word I'm looking for? Competitive ugliness, maybe? Because it's not supposed to be that way. It's not supposed to be. And if somebody doesn't win, like I always say, there's always next week, and that's the reality of it. And I wish I was in Texas because when I go to Atlanta, and I'm probably, let me get that channel member, what is up? I'm looking to have some conversations, Experience Precision channel member, what is up? With some of the companies that I use and I support because I like them, right? I don't look for knives to support or to give away because the company's willing to send them to me if I review them. I like to reach out to companies whose knives I've been buying, whether it be Kaiser, whether it be Finch, whether it be Asher, whether it be Vosteed, whether it be Miguron, whether it be Maxace, companies that I have in my collection and have had in my collection forever, and try to get stronger partnerships with them. Not as much for affiliate links. In a lot of cases, that comes with it because that's how they track the effectiveness of them sending us knives to give away and to feature is if people are actually going to buy them. So I'm just running through a lot of different scenarios like that. So I keep having a lot of stuff to get rid of, but at the same time, not turning it into, pardon my pun, a shit show. Just, I want it to be fun for everybody. I don't want it to be stressful. The numbers game causes a lot of stress. I used to hate the numbers game, and I would take the random over the numbers game every time. But when you're do this over and over, I think I've done it 62 times because I didn't even have numbers on the first 10. I've done it probably 60, 65 times, and you see patterns, right? I didn't at first, but when you get pirate ship or any stamps.com and you start shipping a lot of stuff, you see patterns that just don't seem altogether random. And it's not anybody's fault. I think there's got to be a better way. And when I hear people like JB or Zach, who I look at as OGs in the community, who brought the whole DKSF like Zach did to the community, I'll look up to them for kind of why do y'all do it the way you do, and that's simply the reason why. Dr. Drew, dude, have a great night, buddy. I'm glad you stopped by. I appreciate your support and your membership, buddy. I really do. Palmer Conley, what is up? Channel member, good to see you. So yeah, that's going to be the channel member giveaway this week. And I had a couple I was looking at, but they'll come next week. So try to keep it mixed up a little bit. I've got a really cool Tucson M390 that's going to come down the road that I just don't carry. I picked it up. I love the blade shape. I love the fact that it's a little bit of a heavier end knife, but it's really the action's dialed to the extent of just being sweet. So what have you guys been carrying? What did you guys carry today? If you want to throw your carries up, I will go through and I will read them. I know, dude, you're right. I should be, and I'm going to do that because I do want to give them away. There's no question. And I just don't want, it'll be one of those things where I'm not a brash individual, but I'll just come in and, we'll do it the way we do it. And, I'll have thought about it a whole bunch. Paul Mills has got the TS 300. That is a pokey stabby, sweet little knife. The O knife, Chital, the Chital. And then David Jewell has got the Native 5 LC 200N. Bulletproof, waterproof, Experience Precision has the Kaiser T1. That's a great knife. Jim Miller has a Concept Fenrir Divo Pony Stout, the Aries EDC Rock Hopper. I've been seeing Aries EDC and following in the shadows, and you're flipping the Asher Akudo. I'm digging the Aries EDC fixies for sure. Mimo has got the Kaiser VK1 Titanium and S35V in today. Totally nice knife. What is the... I'm going to get behind, but I'm going to have to go Kaiser. Okay, one. Because that's a company that when I started collecting, oh yeah, that's a great knife. I've given away most of my Blade Series knives, but Kaiser's a company that I spent so much money and had such a good time collecting the knives that I really would love to work with those guys. And I think they're all for it. I just got to finish, do the paperwork. And that's the whole thing is I don't really care about an affiliate link. I just want to get them, a discount link or get a situation where they'll let me try knives so I can then pass them along and give them away. Snowtrod carried the Tonto Umenzon. That's one knife that I need to try and has many areas. Probably the nicest knife. Knife is nice. My second nicest in my collection, but definitely my favorite carry knife. Saigon, what is up, buddy? I got you all printed up and ready to go out. You are in a box. Threw some stickers in there for you. I'm going to get fast. Poop Doodle carried the standard Velocity Thunderbird, which I've never tried, but looks like a killer knife, and the Civivi Vision FG, which I love. I think it's better than the Wii FG. I've got them both. The Asher Spiro Demonoc, that's a banging knife. I've got several, and the Arcane Plexus. Brother Colby's got the TS-269 and the Kubi Duroc, two fantastic knives. And then we've got El Cap Addict carrying the Bug Out. I've got the Bug Out sitting right across from me. That's my comparison knife. I love that knife. Let me get that. Carried the Pony Stout that you won from me. Awesome, dude. I'm glad you enjoy it. I like that knife too. I really do. I've got my Mash V2 here. I'm a huge, not just because I'm Lefty's buddy. I think Colin's a master, and I think from Lefty experience and so many knives and having kind of discriminating tastes of what he likes. And I'm lucky that I've kind of liked a lot of the stuff that Lefty liked or was influenced to buy a lot during my whole thing, my addiction, you'll say. I'm just a big fan of what they're bringing to market. So, yeah, I'm glad you're liking it, buddy. Kathleen Smith, howdy, girl. You're carrying the Tempest Microburst and the Sack. Nice. Very, very nice. And let's see what we got. Saw Brian Care, channel member, welcome, my friend. The Sog Flash AT today. I've got a new favorite automatic that I've been carrying lately. And I just recently got back into the automatic trend with the SNG. But this is the Magic Whiskers 2. And I gave it to my buddy to try to open. He's got a Magic Whiskers 1. And he couldn't even open it. I think that's pretty cool. Hard 6 Kitchen, the Amsler Tools Hurricane Razor. That is an eBay score. He makes awesome little knives. I did my top 5 fixed blades up through, it was the video that came out this morning. And that was my number 6. I thought it was number 5, but I actually had 6 in there, which is not uncommon for me. But I've got a mini in 80s sprinkle or splatter in Magna Cut. And then I've got a standard, both of them Tantos in S35VN. Love them. Great knives. And I usually carry them in my shirt pocket like a pin. Palmer carried his M390 Bug Out, Divo Buzz versus Zerkuti Spacer, Valletta Man Crunch, Lynch Northwest, ODP version 1-1.1. Great pry bar, dude. I've got my Buzz right here. I was late to the game. I bought the Buzz after I bought 3 of the 4 nips because I really loved it. And I was never a fan of the Stout until I actually tried the V2 Stout. But this was my first intro into Divo high-end territory. And I can say I was very impressed. Chris229, a Satu Dave, Hologram, Spyderco Techno 2, and a QSP Hedgehog. How do you like that, dude? He did 3 for me, and I'm about to send 2 Hinderers and a Pena and a Cold Steel out to him when he gets a break and he can look at them. I think his work is unbelievable. Jim Miller, what's up? What'd you carry, brother? Joe Isabella's carrying and loving the Tucson TS422. Oh, you got it from me? Awesome, brother. That's right. You were sending me pictures. You already got it. It's awesome, buddy. I was really impressed with that knife, and it fits my hand. I like it because it's kind of thick, but it's got such a good choil. Love it, love it, love it. That is awesome, my friend. Joe Kaspernick, welcome, my buddy. You carry the Civivi Cogent button lock, PDR 36R V2. Wait, what is the PDR 36R V2? PDR 36R V2. Ah, light. Sweet, sweet. See, I don't know this stuff, guys. Steven carried the Remnant Alliance, Scourge, Mini Tanto, the TKL Night Stalker, CC or CG, and the Piranha, the FMF. I haven't seen that yet. I want to check it out. The Accomplice, MR1, Guardian, Regiment Blades, Lovis Pro, and a Riot XOK. Is the K the big one? Is that the is the XOK the one that's got the coping blade? I forget. I've got an XOM, but I love that knife. Great carry, but Steven. Let's see what we got. I'm just scrolling, guys. Try not to get too far behind. I carried a Not Real Strider. That's okay. And a Smooth Criminal fifth pocket. It's probably an Avian Grow EF225. And those are, I won't open that can of worms again, but I went to Amazon, researched that knife, and it was a good one. It actually encouraged me to pick up 2 Protect Striders and a Strider 2024 crosshatch. Whoops. Let's do that. But I would have never gone that route had I not fallen in love with the EF225 first. Howdy, Broke Ass Knives. What's up, brother? What are you carrying? Todd Carr, what is happening, my man? Channel member. Theosaurus, Jim Miller says. And I'm scrolling by, guys. If I miss y'all, I'm not doing it intentionally. It jumps every now and then. But it looks Leland's, the little buddy fixed blade. That is a knife I'm very interested in. Ooh, Mersal, the S&G Fatty. Now, has the Fatty got titanium on both sides? I'm not Strider literate. I do know they have a little PT207 that I'm trying to talk Scotch out of, but he's not going to fall for it because I want to trade him a GEC and something he doesn't want. Like, where'd that big anchor go? Oh yeah, I figured he might want a GEC and something like that. That little 207 because it's a small one. I've got the Protect 207, but is the Fatty? And I probably should go down here and see your comment. But the Fatty, I bet, is thick titanium scales on both sides. Let me see back up. Oh, drag. I hope I went past. Man, I went way too far back, guys. I apologize. All right. But I don't want to go too far forward. Good evening, Michael Upchurch, channel member. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. Let's see. Oh, Cap Addict, aluminum bug out. Carry 90% of the time. You can't go wrong with it. It's a great knife. Guys, I've got a bug out, a mini bug out, a 940, a 945, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bug out or Benchmades with Axis springs, and I've never had one break. And I used them exclusively for about 2 years. David, is it echoing? If it's echoing, I think it's because my phone over here. Let me see if I can do something. Jim Miller, it is amazing. I got to, I think it was a proto that Lefty sent me to check out that I sent him back. But I love that knife, and it's not one that I ever was into. I never. It was the first. I think the first two. I'm trying to think. What was the second Divo release? The Mash V1. I passed on that. The first one I got, I think, was the Growler V1, then the Mash V2, and then I started getting really digging them. Humphrey Chimpton, channel member, had the Kubi Momentum and the Spyderco Sage 5, two absolute bangers. I see that Kubi's coming out with a lot more tie knives. I did a bearing swap on my Thai Royal frame lock. I don't have it here; it's over there. But they're great knives for like 130 to 150 bucks. They're coming out with some of the more popular ones, like y'all know, the Tedious or whatever they call it in Thai. GS269, let's see what that is. I can't keep two suns straight. GS269. Oh, dude, that's a great knife. I actually had that and gave it away on one of the Friday Night Flicks. I don't know who won it, but it, to me, feels like a Chris Reeves. That's what the action reminded me of. I don't know why it's not wanting to go to the page. That one right there. It is so smooth. It's got micro milling. Done really well. Night morning design. That's something I haven't done because I haven't been in the market where I could buy anything, but I've not looked at websites to see what's even dropped. Get back to our Scotch and things. What's up, brother? I was just talking about you, man. I jumped in here for Lefty. He's hanging out at Blade Show. Demonog, member for 11 months. Thank you, buddy. Guys, you don't know how much I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all just watching the videos and subscribing. That's more than I could ask for. I appreciate every single one of you. And channel members, guys, you are awesome. Joe had a Phoenix flashlight. Greg Maroney, been a member for 7 months. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, my man. So you got a fatty too? Do you and Mersalt both have fatties coming tomorrow? Oh, no, that's what Mersalt was carrying. So is the fatty double titanium again? Is it just a big thickie? Gotcha things. The Titanio and the North River for your PT207. Think about it. I'm kidding. Ghost Keeper, welcome, buddy. The Kaiser Bugatti and the Kubi Ultim Doris. What's the Kubi Doris? Kubi. I had probably 10 Kubis. I love Kubis. They are great knives. And I don't the Doris looks familiar. I can probably go to my Amazon sheet and look at the ones I had. Scotch had his SNG and an XM18. Nice. The Butterfly Karambit. There you go. You're right. Sorry, Steven. Yeah, I'd never get past the trainer. I know I'd cut my hand off with that. Paul Mills, brother Paul Mills has a little Protect Strider PT Plus and a ZT0801 Rexford design. Saitu did hologrinds on it. His work is amazing. His work is fire. Channel member Paul Mills. It is absolute fire. Chris, good night, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. This was kind of an impromptu deal. I appreciate y'all stopping in. We can go as short or as long as y'all want to. Guys, I'm a big fan of the 940. And the one I like, I just happened to grab the wrong one, but I've got the 940 and the 945, both in the aluminum. Whoops. But to me, it's just a great EDC knife. And I know people say it's thick and it's not really, but I think if it's good enough for a rancher to get his shit done, it's good enough for my candy ass to get stuff done. That's my number one. Michael Ziba S5 with the Odin pattern. Can't really see it. My lights suck. But that's a banger thanks to Dark Gravity. Richard Kastner had the Nightshade. Man, I'm glad you got that. The purple one. The PM2 and S45VN. Chavez Chubb. OG Leatherman Wave. Tactile turn bolt action pin. Modded by Serpent's Run Customs. And a ton of pocket jank. That sounds like a win. Sounds like a win. Roman M carried his Null, Voodoo, and White Storm and his JFK After Hours. I did a scale swap on my Voodoo today after waiting for over a month for these scales to show up. This is the second set they had to send out. I think they're jungle carbon fiber. This was black to start with. I love this knife. But yeah, I just did a scale swap on it, which could be so much easier if you didn't have to go and take the knife all the way apart to get the clip to come off to then change the scale. Although it came apart and went back together amazingly well. Zero issue. And I was fully prepared for a struggle bus video. Fatty is blade stock fat. Okay, so you've got your fat blade stock and the equal fat scales. Yeah, I'm a thicky fan too. Probably the thickest I've got is the PMP that I'm sure Scotch is going to jump at because that PT207 is too small for him, and he wants a GEC and he likes big knives, and he knows the hologrind that Satu could put on that shovel. Look, I can just look through the hole. Hello. But that's a thickie. And then my MIDI Marauder. And then I've got an Infraction that's a thickie. And I got some thickie Hinders. And a thickie. What was thicker than I thought it was my Spartan SHR. That's a big bitch. 4-inch blade. I carry the 3 1/4 more, but it's almost a little small. Do y'all find that? It's kind of like, for me, the Bergblade Sweeney, I traded it because it was a little big, and the Mini's just a little bit small. I mean, if it's small for me, it's got to be small for normal sized people. So it's a good inch, 3/4 of an inch shorter than the Mini Arius. Let me get that. It is the most irresponsible purchase, reckless purchase I've made, but I had to have it after I saw MC's review. because again, it was kind of like voting to the fact that somebody made it. White Mountain had it. I had a 10% discount. So I saved like $55, which tells you how crazy the purchase was. So the SNFD is the big guy, I think, which is going to be the same size as the EF225. I don't know if I'd ever go up a size. What's up, Crazy Roach? Troy Casey, channel member, what is up? Crazy Roach, channel member, sorry, buddy. Dwayne Letterman, channel member, welcome, buddy. A little lasers hitting under the brim of my hat. Let's see. I think that's everybody's. I carried my imported PM or EMP EDC Pulse. My buddy A to Z EDC ordered one of the American ones that's on its way in, and I'm going to get to review that for you guys, all of us. And then my Slippy today was my traditional pocket knives exclusive Hedgehog and Purple Cow carbon fiber. Can't really see the Purple Cow. Great knife. If you're just thinking about trying flip joints, I would say that's a good place to start. I'll tell you what's going to be a great slip joint if you're thinking about it, but you're not really into it. The Divo nip slip. That is a banger. And then I carried and find myself carrying this more and more. This made my top 5 EDC fixies. This little Bark River Micro Canadian in 3V. This thing is such a great little EDC knife. And I've never liked a vertical sheath. And this has got this little vertical sheath that just goes on your belt, but it rides so high you don't even feel it. It's a banger. So that's what I carried and cut with today. And all I cut was a couple of boxes that came. Urban Woodsman 87, what's happening, my friend? All right, I almost caught up. Look at this. Go, 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 go. Well, Beard to Doom made it safely to Texas. I guess y'all saw his post. Stephen Wallace, what's up? He is in Fort Worth. I think he stayed the night before last in Huntsville with Dopey. And then Little Rock maybe last night. And drove into Fort Worth today. Are any of y'all in Texas or going to Texas? Chris, what's going on? You carried 940 for 8 years. It's recently changed out for a mini Adamas. It is about the perfect EDC. But the mini Adamas is the Benchmade that cut me the worst, but I was an idiot. But this is an absolute banger of a knife. I put these Applied Weapons technology scales on them just because I wasn't a big fan of the speed holes, even though I know that's kind of blasphemy. But this knife feels just so much more beefy than a 940 or really any Benchmade. My Mini Loco, this is one of the first Benchmades I picked up, an old first production. I found it at a knife store, new old stock here in Huntsville. But it is a thick, and I don't know if they made a full-size Locos, but this Mini Locos is pretty damn full-size as far as I'm concerned. But I'm not a Benchmade hater. I just kind of, I think what happens is you run through locks. You go through lock phases. I'm in a frame lock phase now. For example, a great side-by-side. This is the Kung Lu Tao X Tao, and this is the Kung Lu Big Tao. They're both the same. They just have a different locking mechanism. And the detent on the frame lock is cash money And that's like a screen door being blown open in the wind. It has no snap, but it's very smooth, right? So not everybody's looking for detent. I used to not. I mean, you would say that's a perfectly smooth knife, but it just has no snap. And then another one's the Pulsar. Like if you compare a Pulsar, this one's even got the magnet mod, to a Padre, the snap that Kunwu does on a frame lock, the actions are undeniably, in my opinion, so much better. But that's kind of how I've evolved through the type of knives I like. I love button locks. I had to have everything that was a button lock for a period of time. Axis style locks, compression locks. Every Spyderco I have, with the exception of my Dragonfly and my Manix 2, is a compression lock. I really love that lock and went crazy on it. But I think we just kind of move around. Let's see. Scrolling. One Moon, what's up? What did it start, buddy? The tactical death shovel or the gripper? My gripper just happened to be perfect. I got lucky because mine, I can whack it, but mine's a blacked out. I got the, I forget, one of you guys had these black pivot collars. Jason didn't even know where I got those, but I got them from one of you guys. And then my trippers, I bought my first tripper and then I got my second one, which is a hollow grind. And that's just I've just had great experience with them. But I get lucky. I've had a few dogs that I've sent back, but not many. Um, and I'll keep knives that I shouldn't keep just because I'm not, I don't know. I guess I feel bad sending them back, but I've gotten better about it. Because usually it's just something that I didn't like, right? That it wasn't really my jam. Donald Milikovich, channel member, carried the Spyderco Manix 2, Microtech MSI, and carbon fiber. Very nice. Kaiser Gracioso, brother Sharif's knife, a Grand Morangi. What is that? Let me Google that. Grand Morangi. Let's learn together. Oh, guys, I know what I was going to tell y'all. I don't know if anybody's interested. And they might not still be there. Donald, is a Grand Morangi, is that 2 words? Grand, let me try that. Thumb knife. Is this it? Let me show you. This is what's pulling up for me, and then I'll show y'all what I was going to show you. Is that it? Skybroo, what's up? I'm getting way behind. Oh, shit. Let's see. Where was I? What I was going to show you guys, let me see if I can go there real quick. I think it was River's Edge Cutlery. And I don't have any affiliation with any of these guys. It's just, this is a knife that used to, all right, they got rid of the stonewashed, but this is the Bird Blades Button Barber. Button lock, hollow grind. They've got a black one. They've got the black and satin. And these are Riot OEM, by the way. And they've got the satin bead blast, which would probably be my choice. I think I'd like the black one. Granted, I picked up the mini Sweeney, so I can't go crazy. Yeah, manufactured by Riot. But those are there. They dropped today if anybody has been looking for one for whatever reason. And I saw people are getting their Evo 4.0s, and NC Blades is going to be dropping those, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Let's go Evo. CKF. CKF. I'm talking to myself, guys. I'm sorry. I can't see the chat. I can't spell either. Fuck. Let's see. Evo pre-order fact. Maybe they're not going to drop any. Maybe they just did the pre-order. But yeah, it looked really sick. It's a little bit smaller. What a great. You're right, Snow Tribe. Congratulations, Scott. That's a great deal, dude. You could flip that knife. It was $550 list. I got it for right around $5 because I got a 10% discount. You can say you get $350 out of it, and then you get a sweet GEC. Sounds like a win. It's not a shovel, dude. It's a slicer. It's a cutting beast. You can chop down bamboo with that bitch. Ooh. Does it have the lockers at the OG one? I love the little Tanto. And that one's is that L Max? I forget which one that was. Or 3V? On full discount with discount codes at stack. What I would do, probably the best place would be, and I don't think there are many knives there. Divo's got a 10% off. White Mountain would probably be the best if the knives were in stock. And so if you use the code, if you had 4 knives in your cart, say the total was 120, and then you put in your code, Javon 10, Lefty 10, Tri-State 10, whoever 10 you want to put in there, it's going to knock 10% off your total. So you're going to be getting, your codes in essence will stack to all those purchases, if that's what you mean. You can't put in like my code, Lefty's code, and Tri-State's code. They've got it where you can only use one code. Paul, mine is not MagnaCut. Mine is a blade steel I'd never heard of. Mine is PBO1, which is a tool steel. It's kind of like Pre-wear, if I'm not mistaken. But this action's gotten so juicy. It used to be kind of a sticky guy because it's G10 front on washers. But it is just, I mean, I love the way it fits my hand. And I was late to the game on the whole Strider thing. I think hanging out with Scotch and things, it just rubbed off on me. And I'm going to say what it is. It was the Ifengaro 225 that put me into the Protect Strider realm to realize that I really did like this size because it was smaller. And I didn't want to Ifengaro anyway. It was just a knife that I saw out there. Mini Arius is so good. I do. If I could change anything about mine, it would be that it would be flipperless. But the flipper does not bother me at all. My buddy's full size Arius is the flipperless, and I actually do like a flipper tab. And I really want to get in a position where I can get a Rosie one day. That's a fantastic knife. Funland carried the Victorinox with the nail clippers. That's a sweet little one, dude. Those will come in handy. There you go. Mayor Salt would know. I saw some funny comments today on a I feel you, NFK. I'm starting a job finally after like 3 months, but it's a agency job, and it'll be months before I have something closed that's billing. So I'm going to be scrambling too. I'll probably have some stuff up for sale. Tori, I guarantee you it will be there tomorrow, especially if it's close. Because they're automatically, when it doesn't deliver on the day, I track shit all the time. It flips to arriving late. And then if it doesn't arrive tomorrow, I guarantee you get it by Saturday. A lot of times they don't update them when they ship out and they get scanned in. That's what happened to my scales today. I thought they were still in Birmingham, but they got scanned in this morning. Maddie, what is up, buddy? Good to see you, man. For the Metasfaction, what you carry today, buddy? Okay, the Loco 808 is sweet full size. Let's see what that looks like. Benchmade. Loco 308. I hear something beeping on my text, but I've got it shooting down right now at my camera, so I can't check it. Ooh, 3.68. Dude, I like that. And look at that, how much that used to cost. I'm not sharing. It would be helpful, I guess, if I wasn't just talking about it like I was sharing it, but if I was actually sharing it. 8.625 inches with the 3.68 blade. It looks like a mini there. Grab it, good. It's a solid knife. I really like the shape. I like the girth because it's a thickie. Urban Woodsman, you are one of the most entertaining people in the chat anytime. Between you and Kyle Coonley. I think I saw one of your shorts where you fell out of the hammock. Yeah, that's where I saw it. Dude, you think that's something? When I was at Blade Show 2022, we stayed out in LJ, Georgia. My buddy's got a cabin out there, LeftyEDC. And it's a really nice vacation cabin, but that's where I take the advantage of, there's a little creek that runs right in front of it. And I'll go out under the canopy and I'll set up my hammock, and I've got it set up right by the creek. Well, the first morning I slept there, I slept fine. The first night I got into it, I fell out of it, but then I got in it fine, got all situated in, took my shoes off, put them in a little thing beside there, and then woke up the first morning of the show, got up, and when I went to get out of my hammock, I kind of sat forward. And dude, I mean, I almost ran head first into that creek. If there hadn't have been a little green, like sapling tree hanging out over that I was able to just grab and brace myself, I would have woken up in the freaking creek. That would have been better than coffee, but it would have sucked. So yeah, hammocks are it's kind of and I'm a skateboarder, so I feel like I've got that cat-like balance. But I definitely had some issues my first hammock camping. But I love it. I've got an Evo, I'm not an Evo, an Eno Jungle Nest, an older one, and I've got a little rain shield for it, and I've got a undercarriage for it for when it's cold, and it's cozy. Southern Connecticut, over there where Eugenia Coonley lives. I won't get into my social media drama. I know that drives y'all crazy. Mark Parks, what's up, channel member? Mark, if you're just getting here, I don't know if you've seen the member giveaway for this week, but I think what I'm going to do is just pull from a list of channel members so that people that haven't left comments, because there's a group of people that just, I guess, never, either get around to it, don't see it, and I want to give everybody kind of a chance. Chris, what is up? So the videos just kind of explain that. What's up, Nice Edge, channel member? And I will find you guys if you win. You do not have to be present, but it will be done live, so you can come back and watch it if you want to see how I do it. I think I've got a way that'll be kind of foolproof. So we'll try that once, just for shits and giggles. What's up, Moan Lade? Let's see who else we got going in here. What are y'all talking about? The Nip and the Buzz were my favorite knives. I've really become smitten with the Lush. I think it is a great knife. But the Buzz and the Mash and the Nip, the Mash is as good as anything. My version 1 Mash is just as snappy, but I like the 154. This one's got the factory edge on it, and it's super sharp. And I sharpened my other one. So I just wanted to see how the steel felt compared to the 14C. And it's sharpened like a champ. But that's one thing about, well, one thing. There's other things, but Divo Knives, all these guys, these little S90V nips, I put my 17-degree edge on, and they're very slicey. I've not sharpened this one I traded JD for, but it is like makes no noise going through paper. Just super slicey. Well done, Colin and Lefty. I hope they have a good show. I don't know how much they have to sell, but a lot of it is making relationships too. It is like a mini Jaeger B Shady. I totally agree. That's what I call it. And if you look at them, they're similar but different. And I tell Lefty, I'm not saying you copied it. I'm saying I just think of it that way. I love the choil. It was one of my favorite small knives. I bought 3 of these things. I bought the traditional pocket knives one, the White Mountain Knives one, and this purple cow. I did not buy the Jack Sparrow because I didn't think it was different enough. It's probably my favorite Divo knife, and I'm not a small knife guy. Usually. I'm kind of a medium size, small to medium. The Ruckus. Chris, let me Google that. I haven't seen a Ruckus. I kind of got back into the game right around the C word. Right around lockdowns when I switched from buying guitar equipment recklessly to buying knives recklessly. And I can't remember what flipped me to it. I remember the first knife I bought was the CEO CRKT. Good looking knife. Like I said, I've just recently become open and actually seeking out different automatics. This Magic Whiskers 2 is just, it changed. Instead of moving the bolster, you use the butt of your hand. You've got this jimping right here, and you just use the butt of your hand to push it out. And it's a big knife. But it is the banger. What release today, Michael? Hey, I'll tell you what's a great deal. Let me go to it. I saw it if they're still there today. Hold on. HQ. They have the Luft Avant for $169.99. This is the daily deal. Check this out. I've got one. I've still got it in my collection. I love it. It's very light. That was one of the big problems people had with. Oh, it's out of stock. Sorry. But they had these on sale. This is a $320 knife when I bought it. We still got the carbon fiber, but all the ones that they moved out. Sorry, guys. They were available this afternoon. Let's see. Neil McKenzie, hooray, buddy. 8 months. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you more than you know. Y'all are making me hungry talking about hot sauce. OB Shady, disgusting, dude. It's not, and I feel bad for her because I know, but there's also, she knows what she's doing. I'm not going to get into it, but I think she profits off damaging other little girls who watch that shit. And she's 29 years old. I mean, she doesn't need to be hanging out with kids on TikTok. Nice Edge, that's the one. The other one I've got is the bronze tie. I love it. I think I like it better than the carbon fiber. The carbon fiber is super light because it doesn't even have a show side liner. But the titanium feels, to me, I like a light knife, but I also like a knife that feels like a tool. Scrolling. The flame tie would have been one I would have loved, Jay. That's a gorgeous one. Lord Needham, what is up, brother? Is that your text blowing up, buddy? That's what I was saying. I've got my iPhone is pointing down at my NAS. My NAS. This is the one you need, Lord Needham. I think Scotch has spoken for it. I think he wants it. And I'll show you another good knife too. This little, it's not inexpensive. I think it's around 220 bucks. But this Vosteed Dachshund, I'm not much of an axis bar guy, but this one has some snap. I don't know if it's just the placement of the thumb studs. But I love the blade shape. It's surprisingly comfortable in the hand. Got a great sharpening choil. M390, I think. Yep. So I really hope they drop some cool stuff at Blade, Texas. Experience, we're just hanging tonight. Tonight's just kind of an impromptu. The giveaways will be tomorrow on Friday Night Flicks. So you're in, man. B Shady, you've got a great collection of Divos. I saw your post today. I've got a MASH V1, two MASH V2s. I gave away my Growler V1. Pocket Metal's using my Growler V2. I've got three nips that I love, a Buzz, and a Lush. And a nip slip is definitely going to be one I grab. But like I said, I am on a no buying. I'm buying freeze until I get some revenue moving in. The Native 4 and 5 are fantastic, Paul. And Spyderco's cut is good as anything. Dude, I had bad gear acquisition syndrome. I mean, you should see my Voodoo pedal board that I built out, and I haven't played live in 20 years. But I've got a smoking Blues Deluxe, badass pedal board that I always wanted. Got my Jerry Garcia sounds going on, and got my old Fender Strat Plus, my Paul Reed Smith, just a bunch of shit that I've acquired over the years. And then went nuts on knives. I don't know why. I used to always like knives, even as a little kid. I had a Case hunting knife. I've still got it. It's up in my dad's safe. And I carried a fixed blade all the time and just grew up around them. And then in college, I had a few knives. When I first got married, I had a few knives, but I never got into fucking knives. I mean, because I'm like way too many. Sweet, Dopey. You made it out there, man. Who all's out in Texas? I saw Doom. Congratulations. I wouldn't expect anything else. You should be. You deserve it. I saw that Doom made it. I saw his post on IG. I wish I was there. So who all else you out there with, buddy? Who all have you run into? God, dude, I haven't had a drink in 8 years. Awesome, Dopey. I'm glad y'all are out there, dude. Tell everybody I said hey that y'all bump into. I'm there in spirit. That's why I jumped on tonight, to kind of keep Lefty's spot with people to hang out for a little bit. But so does it open tomorrow, Dopey, I guess? Dude, drink your gin and tonics. Have a good time. If y'all are hanging out at wherever y'all are staying, that's cool. Get a little rest and just go hang out and check out people and knives. Gin was one of the things it never became a banned substance like tequila did early on in my alcoholism. But gin was one that I did Tanqueray and tonics for like a year straight in college. And several times I got sick off Tanqueray and tonics, usually because I was hallucinating. But the lime coming through my sinuses did this thing to where gin started smelling very moldy and rank to me, where I couldn't enjoy it. That's when I went straight whiskey and high gravity beers. And then right before I quit drinking, I discovered apple ciders that were like 10%. That's awesome, Dopey. Give Lute a hug for me. And y'all have a blast, dude. I think, I'm trying to think who else coming out there. I know Jody's there. Big Red's out there. I saw he was flying out. I don't know if Zach's going, but I know Jody is. I don't think who else I saw. A lot of people are going to be out there. I know Noel Knives is going to be there. Yeah, Dopey, have a blast. We had a Dopey put me up, him and Semper Fi in Atlanta 2023. He was my roommate. We were back porch buddies and kicked it around Atlanta. But it's just such a good time just to see the people. Yeah, Rob's Nerdy Knives will be there. Say hey to Rob for me. I bet Bees will be there. Trying to think who else I saw that was going. I know Ray's not going. Y'all know Ray. Ray just had a baby girl, so he is a dad now. Congratulations, Ray. Motion Lave, have a great night, buddy. Tri-State will be there, Chris said. So yeah, a lot of people are going to be there. And Brant's going to be there. Who else out there? Can't remember who else. But yeah, you'll bump into so many people. That's funny. Well, Jim, I love meeting you, buddy. Hopefully we get to do it again this year in June. For me, it's like a 3.5 hour drive. And if I have to, I don't mind sleeping in my car. I usually rent a car to go over there, something big, because I've got so many free days accrued from when I used to drive all over Hell's Half Acre for work. But yeah, guys, we're just hanging tonight. We'll have some giveaways tomorrow. That's awesome, dude. NFK20, you are going to love it. I've got my regular blade is one of my comparison knives, but I've got the Tonto, and then I traded with brother OCD for EDC Justin and hooked up with the Crewware cutlery shop. But the Pair 2 is probably my favorite Spyderco. I have 3 of them. I tried a pair of 3, you would think, because I have a smaller hand than most people that collect knives. And a lot of people love the pair of 3. I had a regular pair of 3 not too long after I got my pair of 2 and thought it would be perfect for me. I hated it. I don't know why. I traded it. I've never gotten another one. Part of me feels like I need to try another one again. But I always forget to go to the Spyderco booth anytime I'm at Blade Show. I never, because it's always such a line. Yeah, you're going to love that knife, buddy. I've got 3.5-inch hands, so I'd say they're smaller than a lot of people's, but they're not. I think I wear a large glove, but most of you guys are double. Pedro, get the dishes done, buddy. We're not going to be here super, super late. Because like I said, I wasn't even going to be live. Lefty just wasn't able to go live. And I wanted y'all to have somewhere to hang, and I enjoy hanging with you guys. NFK20, it is absolutely mutual, buddy. You guys saved my life years ago and gave me purpose and place to hang out and feel like I'm part of a crew. I've got a crew that's, real crew, but it's a small crew. It's a small circle that I keep. But you guys make it all worthwhile and being able to talk to you guys through lives. And I've got that clubhouse room set aside where people can go have voice chats, like we could all be in there chatting. But I've still got to figure out how to make it happen. Be Shady, it is worth the wait. It was my knife of last year. I've got an Evo 3.0, and I think this knife has better detent than my Evo 3.0. Plus it's Van X. Mine's stonewashed. I kind of wish it was satin. But the people that have satin wish they had stonewash. But you can't flip it at a bad place. I mean, you can get it down on the fuller. You can get it in the hole. You can front flip it, which I hate. Got that just perfect grip with that banana shape. And that blade, I mean, is a freaking lightsaber. When I start therapeutic cutting, I can't control myself. I apologize, guys. Great knife. Let me change y'all's music. Dopey, I'm glad you jumped in here, buddy. Tell Doom and everybody I said, hey, I chatted him up on his Instagram. He's probably not chasing it, but that's a long motorcycle ride. Good night, Scott Brew, 72. Hope to see you tomorrow night, buddy. Another knife I traded for. This is what I traded my full-sized Sweeney for. This little V1. I haven't done a review on it yet. It's staged and ready to be reviewed, or it's ready to release. But this is a great bug-out size, best made, TW Price designed knife. And the V1 was the frame lock. The V2 is a liner lock. And it's a knife I'd always wanted to try. Kind of reminds me of a really nice Spare and Forge Stinger. It's really slicey, nice titanium handle. So that's probably that and the little mini Sweeney that is just fantastic. I got the black blade, so it drops to right here, and then it's not quite broken in. I have to shake it down, but before long, my other Sweeney would just drop. And when that detent track gets worn in, just need to flip it a bunch of times. Whoops. It's a great little knife, but it is small. But yeah, the Sweeney was about paramilitary 2 size, so it was a bigger gentleman's folder. This guy's perfect for an office carry or a dinner carry, light carry. And then I've got a Eutectic FSD on the way in. One of Leon's, the second release of his budget series, the one that's designed after the Field Duty EDC, the one I'm most excited about. So I will review that, carry it for a week, talk about it, and then we'll give it away. So that'll be coming up. I should get that Friday, maybe Saturday. What question about that Ed said? Arcane. Ooh, I know Lefty did. That's the one that's got the funny shape. I say funny, but the different shaped blade, kind of a little bit of a, what do you call that? Hawkbill kind of ish. You did not go wrong, Chris. The PM2 and the Mini Adamas. The Mini Adamas is a much beefier knife, so it's going to have more multi-use, where the PM2 might be a better altogether slicer. But I have a Mini Adamas and think it's definitely my best Benchmade. Did you send me a message, Joe? I will check it, buddy. I've just got my phone upside down, so that's where that kind of stuff goes. I go to Instagram. Hold on. Use the latest version of this Instagram app to see this type of message. It won't show it to me on the desktop, Joe. Look, I was going to share it, but I've got to be on my phone. What if I forward it to my email? Let me know. I will check it, my man. Hey, you could email them to Knives Live 2021 if it's something you want me to show. Email them right here. Hold on, because I can pull those up. Gmail.com. If you drop them right there, I'll be able to pull them. Later, Jim. Take care, Fook. Good night, Ginger. Unless you're saying good night to somebody else. I'm going to pull up my email just in case you're emailing to me. The Vault. Here it is. I got an email for it right here. And no, I did not get in on it, but here's what it is for any of you that were wondering. It is what I thought it was. I just can't do a recurve. For some reason, it's just not my jam. Don't know why. I think it's because I'm intimidated to sharpen it, even though, well, I say that. I sharpen my knives even though I don't need to, because I like to sharpen them. And that one might be, with the smaller stone, you might be able to get around it. Sweet. They do suck to sharpen. Unless you've got a half-inch stone, sometimes, depending on the recurve, you can make it work. But I don't like to think like that. Double D10, channel member. So, Joe, were you able to email me, buddy? Are you still in here? I want to show those pictures. See what happens if I do this. There's Joe Isabella's email. Hold on, guys. Oh my gosh, she's got a giveaway. Hold on, guys. Let me download these where I can show them to you. Open here. Joe. Joe, you are too much, man. And I will swag it up too with some Wicked Wax, some Wicked Clean, some stickers. Let's paste that. Oops. Give me just a second, guys. Cut. Paste. All right, here we go. We're making progress now. All right, whoops. Download that one. Boom. Okay. Paste. Sorry, guys, it's taking me a little while because Joe is so generous. Let's go here and paste. Once I get them all in here, I'll be able to show them to you guys. Go, cut, paste. One more, guys. Oh, that's beautiful, dude. I kept one of each of those. And I'll show them to you because I got them right behind me. All right. So what we've got, let me open these. Two. Sweet. Guys, throw some love in the chat for Joe Isabella. All right, I'm going to start sharing this. So this is, I don't know if y'all can see that. That is one side. And this is the other side. Bear with me. Is this the side I just showed? The be up side, or did I show the robot side? Joe Isabella, you are the man. Check this out, guys. Back to here. Let's go back to here. And guys, that picture is not doing it justice. This is a little different shape, but you can see through this thing and light comes through it. It is freaking awesome. Everything Joe makes. A little bit. And then, do y'all want to do a random? Hold on, because I'm gonna find something to go with it too. Whoops. Sorry, guys, I'm struggling back here. Oh, here we go. And he's got a little thing he's going to send it out in. Check this out. And then that's a swag pack and a half. And guys, sit tight. I'm going to grab swag. All right, kids. And then I'm going to add a gear hank and a huge swag pack with Forrest Hanks, Rob, JD for EDC, Lush, Fidget Boy, Kunwu, North Rivers Outdoors. Check those guys out. They have solid customer service. LeftyEDC, EMP EDC card, M-Bomb Jerky, Strong Beards, an M-Bomb menu, and a stack of different Javon stickers. So I'm going to put these in this envelope. So we got the swag, the hank. Let me show you the hank. These are big hanks. I used to get these before Forrest started making hanks, and when I first got into EDC, I bought a shitload. I only used to use them for pictures. I don't think I ever took this one out because it was darker. But I think they're 12 by 12, microfiber on the back. Good hanks. But yes, that's what we're going to give away. We're going to give away drink water. I was just gone, buddy. I was scrambling for swag packs. I had to make a swag pack up real quick. So we are going to give away Joe Isabella stuff, and then we are going to give away. It's going to be kind of a joint giveaway, and what we'll do is the winner will email me their address. I will share that with Joe because he and I talk, and I will ship this out to you, and Joe will probably want to just ship his stuff to you. If he wants to ship it to me and have me ship it out, I can, but we can play that by ear. But why don't we, there's 63, and you guys hate the numbers game, right? Would y'all rather do the, it's up to you. We can do the random StreamYard picker, or we can do the numbers game, or we can run to a video and leave a comment, but that takes time. What do you guys think? Y'all want to do the random numbers generator? Let's do this. Let's do that because we've got someone to celebrate. We're going to do this. This in here. Random. And you do not have to put a hashtag. You do not have to put any capital letters. How can there be 8 entries already? That's bizarre. Hold on a second. 8 entries. Oh, I know why. Because I'm going to have to do a hashtag. Hold on, I'm going to go back. Because people use that word. Okay. So, it's hashtag lowercase this word. It's actually a word. A word and a saying. All right, now it's collecting none. I'm going to share the screen, and you guys look at it closely, spell it correctly, because I might have spelled it wrong. And you are going to drop in the chat hashtag Isabella Bio. And if I spelled it wrong, shame on me, but that's what we're going to pick. Isabella. I had Isabella just without any any hashtag, and there's so many people that have said hey in the chat. It picked up 8 comments already. But we'll let this run for a little bit. Y'all tell me when you're done. And if y'all email me tonight, I will get this coming your way tomorrow. And I'll get Joe your info, and he can get your stuff out shortly. And then we'll do it all over again tomorrow night. We'll do it longer tomorrow night. We'll have our regular friends stop by. Brother Jason's going to stop by and show some stuff he's been grinding on. Just breathe, Josh. Just breathe, buddy. No rush, Joe. Let's see how many comments we got. Rookin'. We got 35, and there's 69 of y'all in here. Come on, guys. Get some Isabella B up in there. Crispy, I hope you are doing better, my man. Each day's one step closer. Guys, it's been a wild ass year. This year's like tested day, but I'm lucky to still be able to be tested, right? Joe is sponsoring a giveaway, Josh. All you need to do is put Isabella, hashtag Isabella Bia. He's got some super cool jank. I'll show it to you here in a second. And I've got a couple of swag packs with a Hank that are going to be going out too. But this is the front side. Stop sharing that. And let's share this. And then we've got the back side of that is this. Well, present, share screen, that's the back side of the little BF thing. And that worry stone is translucent. I've got one right here, and it's just thick. Can't really see it with my lights. Hippie. But then he is sending it in this. So you'll get a little swag bag to go with your swag pack. Here, boom. So that's the Joe Isabella DKSFS/Be Up giveaway that's going to be supplemented with gear hanks and a bunch of stickers. A little love pack. So we have got 40 entries, 63 here. Are a bunch of people just asleep on the couch, or is everybody in? I'm going to share the screen, and then I'm going to count down. So if you guys haven't gotten in yet on the Joe Isabella Kindness giveaway, type what is on the screen in the chat, and I will go, yeah, Joe, too kind, buddy. You are the essence of kindness in the community. I'm going to go 20, 19, 18, 17. There's still 23 of y'all in here, 22, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. We got 41. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good luck, everybody. I'm drawing. Here we go. Boom. Corey Casey. Winner, chicken dinner. Congratulations, buddy. I'm about to put an email address in here. All you've got to do, Tori played for somebody. All Tori needs to do is email me his address. Just email it to me. That way I can send you tracking too. And I will get that to Joe when you send it to me, brother. And he'll send out your swag pack. And that's just kind of a little Thursday night bonus. Thanks to Joe. I appreciate you, man. And what we'll do is we will reconvene tomorrow night at 8:15, and we will hang out at least till Maddie and them go live. We'll have some guests stop by. It'll be fun. And then I've got a couple of really cool guests lined up in the next couple of weeks, some different makers and designers. So try to bring some stuff to the lives where you guys can ask questions. You know, people don't spend the whole time there. They just stop in and we can ask them questions and they can share what they're doing or what they're dropping or what they're working on. I always like to hear about it. But guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. Can't believe y'all turned out on short notice to hang out with me. I'm stoked. I love you all. All I ask is please, please, please look out for that guy or gal to your left, guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart and always.